these babies.
Well, thanks for coming, and this must be sort of surreal for you guys. 2 years after this movie came out, and it's still going, and your career has taken off again. I mean,
actually, it's taken off for the first time in a real way.
Really?
As opposed to a game, Yeah, and it is surreal, and we're celebrating. What else could we do? And this could be happening at a better time in our lives at our age, even though we're not that old.
Were there moments during the making of the movie where you thought, maybe it's not good to have cameras around to see this?
There's one particular moment where in the movie I'm convincing Robb to come back into the club and play because of the disappointment about the turnout and because there was no promotion and so forth. That I didn't want that filmed, and the actual cameraman was standing behind a light pole and candidly filmed it, and I don't think I could be more grateful at the end of the day. Because I think that the candidness is part of what actually works so well, and some of the very emotionally compelling stuff was very simply a conversation with my dear friend Sasha. When he's talking to me, I'm opening up to my friend, and you have to understand that there's 320 hours of filming. So, I mean, most of it, like he said, is not going to be used. So, having that in mind, we kind of just said, well, who cares? And the
film it all.
Film it all, and we'll be okay with it. And the other thing that he said that was very important to us was that I'm doing this to help you, and don't worry, you can trust me. And with that, we did.
What was your reaction when you first saw the film?
Well, for me, I saw it being edited. I mean, as they're filming, they're editing, and it's.
I was the last one to see the movie finished out of the entire gang. It blew me away to the point where I had to see it 3 times in a row to actually get the total direction of where the director was going with it. And I knew after the third viewing that this thing was a genius piece of work. That's what I felt, and it was going to kill everybody, which it is.
So why do you think audiences have responded to this film the way they have?
Because it's really cuts close to the bone.
It's genuine.
They're really genuine.
It shows genuine people. There's a lot of reasons.
There's a lot of reasons. There's many different elements at work here. The aspect of it being heavy metal is kind of only a backdrop to what's being displayed there.
It's a people story.
It's a people story. It's about going after the things that you have passion in life for, with a really relentless attitude.
Yeah. Believe in yourself, not to give up.
And that's the human spirit. That's some would say that it's a spiritual thing in a certain sense, on the level that it's instilled in all of us. If it's a God-given thing or whatever, to go after your destiny, to go after the things that you love, and you see it in other people, you reflect on it. What is it about me that I've either turned my back on, or what is it that I have in common with these characters that they're watching in the movie? So it's not so much what we find different between each other, but what we actually find the same.
And friendship too. How about friendship, family? There's a lot of things in the movie that people connect with.
So how dramatically has it changed circumstances for the band?
Oh, in every possible way.
One complete 180 turnaround. We have a real manager, agent. We have real record distribution. We're super famous. We quit our day jobs. Keep going. I mean, the list is endless. The list is endless.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's an extraordinarily level-headedness to it because of our age. Age brings wisdom. It's not like I'm 25 and think that it's never going to end, and there's always another tomorrow, and I don't have to worry about anything. Now it's a much more responsible perspective on life, that I'm attaining my success, and to a great degree, we feel that we've been successful all along. And I think that that's an important aspect that I think that you have to feel in order to persevere. And we've been really been able to really feel that at this point, like in a sort of roundabout way, we've built this cake our whole career, and now we're finally getting to put icing on it. So I mean, there's many different analogies. We existed as your corner hardware store as comparison to your huge conglomerate like a Home Depot, as an example. We're the corner hardware store that has a clientele and has kept our business alive for 30 years, and now everybody's realizing that our screwdrivers are just as good and just as good a price as the big guy, and we're expanding. I mean, that's the best. These are the best analogies that I can say to what's actually happened.
Have there been certain moments during this journey with the film that especially stand out as being, really surreal or
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, there's been
endless stories.
Endless, absolutely. I mean, some hilarious moments. One prime example would have been I was staying at a hotel in New York City, and the guys at the hotel, of course, know who I am and stuff, and they really we got a great rapport. The head maitre d' and the guy who looks after everything there, this guy by the name of Johnny, grabs me by the arm, pulls me over, and sits me down with these two guys. One guy's an English guy, and one guy's like an African black American guy, right? And they're sitting there talking, and English. This white guy, English guy, is telling this black guy all about the movie. And every once in a while, he turned to me, "Oh, your stuff. You probably hate my band. We're a bunch of rubbish." And he's saying all these bad things about himself. And this third guy sits down and he starts saying, "You don't know the real hip hop. The real hip hop comes from Mr. Jay-Z, Mr. Coldplay." And I realized I was sitting with Chris Martin and Jay-Z. And up until that moment, I had no idea.
All right.
I mean, pretty surreal stuff that you just.
Yeah, another one would be, we just recently met Jimmy Page, and he came out and said to us, "Keep on rocking, guys. You give us all hope."
It was pretty.
I mean, hearing that from Jimmy Page,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great. Well, thanks a lot.